Ever feel like you're talking to a brick wall when trying to communicate with a customer? Or maybe even with your own team? It's an incredibly frustrating feeling, right? You know what you want to say, the information is clear in your head, but somehow it just doesn't land. The back and forth drains your time, tests your nerves, and often leaves everyone feeling misunderstood. I've certainly been there, especially when I started dealing with the complexities of modern business communication systems. That's what led me to spend a significant amount of time with Nextiva. Now, this isn't a sponsored ad, but the experience of implementing and using their platform actually taught me two fundamental, non-technical lessons that completely changed how I approach both customer service and internal interactions: intentional clarity and radical patience. Let's start with intentional clarity. Think of Nextiva's unified communication platform. It brings everything voice, email, chat, video into one place, which should simplify things. But what I realized is that having all those channels doesn't automatically make your message clear. If anything, it gives you more opportunities to confuse people. Nextiva forced me to be hyper-aware of why I was choosing a specific channel. Should this be a quick chat message, a formal email, or a necessary 10-minute phone call? Before hitting send or dial, I started asking myself, what is the single, most important action I need the other person to take? If I couldn't answer that simply, the message wasn't clear yet. This intentional filtering cut down on follow-up questions and misunderstandings by over 40% for me. It's about being deliberate in your communication, not just voluminous. The second, and perhaps harder lesson, was radical patience. In a world of instant messaging, we expect instant comprehension and instant answers. If a customer or colleague doesn't immediately grasp the concept, our knee-jerk reaction is often to repeat the same information, just louder or faster. That's counterproductive. What Nextiva's support interactions really hammered home for me is that complex concepts, like setting up a multi-line auto-attendant or integrating CRM software, require time for the other person to process and relate to their existing framework of understanding. They might be dealing with their own stress, their own technical limitations, or simply a different learning style. Instead of rushing, I learned to embrace the silence. To ask open-ended questions like, what part of that seems most confusing right now? Or, could you walk me through your understanding of the next step? It takes genuine patience to slow down, listen for the root of the confusion, and then re-explain the concept using a completely new analogy or perspective. This shift from getting my point across quickly to ensuring their understanding completely transformed tense situations into collaborative problem-solving. So, while Nextiva is a technology company, the most valuable things I learned had nothing to do with bandwidth or VoIP protocols. They taught me the human fundamentals. Be intentionally clear by knowing your desired outcome before you speak, and practice radical patience by giving the other person the time and space needed to truly grasp the message. Apply these two ideas, and I guarantee your business interactions, and maybe even your personal ones, will become far less frustrating and far more effective. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.